Welcome to NCS Extra Credit. I'm Adrian Segedy, Senior Account Representative here at NCS. Today I'm being joined by one of our resident UCC experts, Diane Hlavic. Diane is a UCC account representative and has been with NCS for over 3 years. Thanks for joining me, Diane.
You're welcome, Adrian. I'm glad to be here.
So today, Diane and I are going to discuss a service that NCS launched last year called NCS Corporate Monitoring. When we first launched this service last spring, we had a great response from our clients. So Diane, if you would, tell me a little bit about why NCS developed the NCS Corporate Monitoring service.
Sure. As you mentioned, NCS launched our corporate monitoring service last year. There were multiple factors that went into the creation of the service. However, the protection of our clients' UCC filings was a critical piece. As many of you probably know, Article 9 of the Uniform Commercial Code only provides a 4-month window for secured parties to amend debtor name changes. What this means is that if your customer changes their name, you only have 4 months to have that change reflected on your UCC filing. If you don't, your security under the old name will be in jeopardy at that 4-month mark.
So what potential impact would that have on the secured party's filing?
Well, if a debtor's name changes and the secured party is unaware, being filed on the previous or old debtor name could leave the secured party exposed. If the newly named entity defaults or files bankruptcy in the future, the unamended filing won't reflect the new entity. You're essentially filed on a business that no longer exists.
But what if the secured party pulled articles of incorporation when the UCC was originally filed? Would that be enough to protect them?
Confirming the name and place of registration through the Articles of Incorporation is certainly a great start. As most of you know, this became a requirement in July of 2013. In order to verify the legal name, you must review the Articles of Incorporation. Doing this ensures that the secured party is filed on the correct name from the get-go. However, if the debtor name changes or deviates from the original articles in the future, the secured party will also run into the same issue, of filing on the wrong name. The reality is that we find that most of our clients are not informed by their debtor when a name change takes place.
So what if the security agreement states the debtor will notify the secured party if the name changes? Does that end up covering them legally?
Unfortunately, Article 9 of the Uniform Commercial Code puts the burden on the secured party, regardless of what the security agreement might state when it comes to a name change. The agreement may state that the debtor will notify the secured party, but in the event that they don't, the secured party is still responsible to make sure the UCC filing is amended timely.
So what exactly is this corporate monitoring service and what does NCS provide with it?
Corporate monitoring is a service where NCS will track any name and status changes of your debtor with the given Secretary of State's office. In the event that something has changed, we will notify our client of the change.
So what does the client get with part of this service?
If the client decides to add a debtor to our corporate monitoring service, NCS will first monitor your customer for corporate compliance. Second, provide an email notification to alert you of an entity name or status change. Also, recommend what you need to do in order to retain your secured position. And finally, post an updated corporate certificate to your NCS online portal. The best part of this service is that the client only pays a one-time fee per debtor name and then receives name and status monitoring on the entity for as long as the filing is active.
Wow, it sounds like there's a major benefit in utilizing this service.
Yes, this really is a great service that allows our clients the ability to outsource this monitoring service to NCS. This way, our clients can rest in knowing that their debtor names are being checked in regular intervals, ensuring that the 4-month window mentioned in Article 9 of the Uniform Commercial Code is not missed. That way, our clients can focus on higher level risk management and money collection efforts.
So with that said, can a company that doesn't file UCCs on a regular basis still benefit from this service?
Absolutely. The corporate monitoring service has value that goes beyond just the protection of UCC filings. Another great benefit of this service is the debtor status monitoring. Each Secretary of State office typically generates a report noting a given company's status with the state. Examples include active and good standing and withdrawn. NCS corporate monitoring can act as an early detection warning for defaults, bankruptcy filings, or overall financial distress. At minimum, being notified by NCS will allow your organization to further research the reason for the status change and create an action plan.
You know, that's a great point. I had recently spoken with a client who received a status change notification through the NCS corporate monitoring service. Their debtor had moved from an active to an inactive status with the state. Apparently, their customer failed to refile their annual report. So as a result, my client made a call to the debtor, spoke with the CFO, and very quickly determined that the customer was at risk and in some serious financial distress. So basically, our client immediately pulled their credit line and potentially avoided a $75,000 default. This was a near miss that was caught because NCS was watching their debtor's status with the state. So Diane, I want to thank you for joining us today and talking about the corporate monitoring service.
Thanks, Adrian. It was a pleasure.
So takeaways from the session are, first of all, protect your UCC filings by monitoring your debtor's name and status changes. Remember, the burden is going to be on the secured party, not the debtor, when a name change occurs. Also, monitoring all your debtors in-house can be a difficult task, so outsourcing a service like this to NCS could be beneficial to your business. And lastly, corporate monitoring has value beyond just protecting UCC filings. Any business will benefit from knowing if their debtor's in default, files bankruptcy, or is in overall financial distress. If you'd like to learn more about corporate monitoring or any of our other services, please contact us at the email or the phone number at the bottom of the screen. Simply mention NCS Extra Credit when contacting us, and you'll receive our free white paper called Debtor Name Changes under UCC Article 9, The Importance of Keeping Financing Statements Current and Accurate. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. Please visit us at our new website, www.ncscredit.com, and let us know what you think. You can also follow us on our social media sites. Thanks again and have a great day.